Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Duncan J. Um, this is the Dudecast. Welcome to the Dudecast, DOOD, Dumb Opinions of Duncan. And if you're watching this, thank you for watching. If you're listening to it, thank you for listening. Uh, where do I begin? Okay, so last night I did a show. I'm not going to say where, I'm not going to name names, but at this particular show, it was a bar show, okay, but it was a nice bar, or it was actually a restaurant show. They Saturday night, people came out, they got dressed up, they had the food was great. The meals, people came out, they had meals, they did dinner and a show, da da da. Okay, so comics go up. I'm the headliner, right? So I go up and I finish the show out. Or I try to finish the show out. I get up on stage, and um, it started off real well. There was about 30, maybe 40 people in this little restaurant, and they were all attentive and nice and paying attention and laughing at the right place. It was great. I was having a fun time on stage, which is, what I'm supposed to be doing, right? It's like my job. So I get about maybe a third or a halfway through my set, and these two people at the bar just like as I'm speaking through a microphone, right? I can hear them. I can overhear them, and I see the rest of the audience. They're at the bar, and there's like 5 or 6 tables, and the tables are full, and I can see the people at the tables like physically and literally getting distracted, and they keep looking over. They keep looking over, and they're looking at me like, are you gonna take care of this? You know. And so I try to talk to the people at the bar. I'm like, hey, guys, hey, oh, and they ignore me. Just hit the microphone. Sorry. So I'm like, hey, ladies over here, the people at the bar, come look at me. I'm trying to talk to you guys, and now that I'm talking to you, you don't want to talk to me. And it's funny how that happens. People get belligerently drunk or whatever, and then they start talking, and when you address them talking too loudly, then it's distracting other people around them. Then they want to act like you're the asshole. And so I ignored it. That when I started talking to them, they quieted down. So I was like, okay, you don't want to talk to me? Fine. I'm gonna go back to my show. Go back to the show, get a couple lines in, couple punchlines in, and they start going at it again. And now my ADD is going crazy, right? I'm like, just like, what's going on over there that's so important that you can't? Now there's another bar like on the other side of the wall, maybe like 10 feet, 10, 20 feet away. And then there's like tables and chairs outside, like the cafe area, like outdoor cafe. So I addressed them. I'm like, listen, I understand. If you guys have a conversation, you want to talk. It's Saturday night. It's fine. Please do me a favor. Just go on the other side, the other bar, or go outside instead of the chairs. I'm like, listen, if you don't like me, I'm cool with that. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Whiskey guy, anyway, so I don't give a shit about tea. But I'm sitting there and I'm trying to be nice to them, and they just shut. They don't shut me down, but they shut down. They're just like just one of them's back to me. The other one, there's 3 of them. 2 of them are patrons, and one of them is like working at this bar. Like I'm assuming with management, something like that. So um, they quiet down again. So I just shift gears, move back into the flow. And now it goes on for like I go on for another 5, maybe even 10 minutes. And as soon as I get to a punchline, there's actually one of the guys. The thing was, there's the guy who was running the show. He went over to talk to them, and I can hear them talking shit about me because they're. I mean, first of all, it's like, where'd you learn how to fucking whisper? A helicopter, right? I'm like, it's not TV. We can all fucking hear you, right? And the guy's talking to him, and he's like, man, he's like, ladies, if you want to take it outside, take it outside. If you're gonna stay inside, please keep it down and pay attention to the show. And I can hear the one person going, well, we're having a conversation. If he were funnier, y'all wouldn't hear me. Well, he should be better. I'm like, now I'm pissed. I'm like, what would you say? I should be better? You're the only two people in the whole place not paying attention to me and not paying attention to the rest of the audience, obviously, because everybody else in the whole audience, in the whole building, is having a good time, laughing at the right place. I mean, I'm just like, are you serious? Be better? Why don't you be quiet? And that's what I said on the microphone. I go, listen, I'm gonna need y'all to, I was like, I'm gonna need y'all to just bring it down or go outside. It's a simple solution. It's not rocket science, right? So they just continue to be belligerent. And so the one person had a haircut similar to mine, but a little bit longer. And I was like, listen here, Gozer from Ghostbusters. And that killed. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. That came out, I pulled that one out of my ass. I was like, tell you what, Gozer from Ghostbusters, are you a god? It's this. So here's the thing. Here's the point. Here's the point I'm making with this video and this cast. Here is the point that I am making with this dumb opinion of Duncan. In my dumb opinion, actually, let me rephrase that. I'm not even having an opinion. I have a question, a legitimate question for anyone out there. You, especially you. The question is this: why is it that people that come to comedy shows, and I'm not talking about people who know me or know comedy or whatever, because people that know me actually, all my career, I've invited people, I'm like, oh no, you're going to pick on me, and it's like, no, I'm not, because I'm not that kind of comic. I go, I know I can do that if I need to. I have two rules for my friends, for the people that know me. I have two rules when I invite you out to the show. Rule number one is I'm not going to pick on you. I don't pick on people I know. I got to see them again. Right? And then rule number two is if you open your mouth during my set, rule number one goes away. Gozers away. No, I'm sorry. But I don't pick on people, man. I don't try to pick on people. I have material. I work, I do work some improv, like in the moment stuff, but I don't go on stage to try to do crowd work. Every other comic and their mama's doing that shit. I go on stage to be funny. When I go on stage, listen, anybody's been on my show, they can tell you. You might hear some of the same jokes, but you'll never hear the same show. Okay? They're different order, there's different time frames, and it all comes to me. I work without a net, you know what I mean? I don't go up there with a set list. I don't go up there with, preconceived ideas. I just go up there and I pick up the mic and I go, what are we gonna talk about? What are we doing today? But here's my question. Why is it that people that come to comedy shows, and it only happens at comedy shows, why do you decide that you have to talk to the guy on the stage that has the microphone? I mean, do you go to, Broadway and talk to the actors while they're doing Romeo and Juliet or fucking, the Phantom of the Opera? No, you don't. Do you go to church and talk during the preacher's sermon? No, you fucking don't. You know why? Because it's called respect. And that's what you don't have for people like myself and other comedians. You have no fucking respect because I tell you, I don't know if people, when people come to comedy shows, I don't know if maybe we make it look too fucking easy, but everybody thinks that they can do this job. They do, and our job, this job is the only job that people who have no training, no background, no charisma, no personality, no fucking nothing, think that they can do this job. And it sucks. And it sucks because you got to shut it down. Now, I do a 3-strike rule, okay? For all intents and purposes. I do a 3-strike rule. The first time you step on my punchlines, the first time you heckle me, the first time you get loud, I know you're out having fun. I know you're just having a drink. You're having some drinks. Maybe you're fucking high on pot. Maybe you got some mushrooms. I don't know. But I know it's not intentional 9 times out of 10. Now, I do know that 10th time when it is intentional, I shut that shit down immediately. But if you're just having a good time and you're just like, you get overzealous or you're talking or you throw out a zinger, that it has something to do with whatever I'm talking about, I go, okay, hey, you know what? That was good. That was good. Thank you. But you know, when I wrote this, it was a monologue, not dialogue. Brett Allen wrote that years ago. Um, so it's like I understand it. So I give you the benefit of the doubt. I go on, and like I said before, they started talking again. That's strike number 2. I'm like, listen to you, ladies, gentlemen, whoever you are. I'm gonna ask you nicely, please, either keep it down or go outside, man. Go outside. Is it that hard to keep your fucking mouth shut? You're a grown ass adult. You're a fucking adult, and I don't understand it. Like, why can't a fucking adult keep their fucking mouth shut for, I don't know, half hour, 25, 40 minutes? Unless I'm talking to you, what do you have to say? You know? And I just don't fucking, it's annoying as shit. So, I like, if I say something, like last night, the first time, they didn't listen to me. Second time, they didn't listen to me. And by the third time, where my buddy that's running the show is talking to her, and she's telling me I need to be funnier, and the looks on the fucking audience's face, the looks on their face, like, they're like, what? We've been sitting, my stomach, we've been sitting here laughing for the last half hour. So I did this one time before in Mobile, Alabama, and I was doing a show. It was early in my career. I was featuring in Mobile, Alabama for a show, 300 people strong, and the tickets were like fucking 15, $20 a pop in Mobile, and there's 300 people in there. So I'm on stage, I'm getting through my jokes. I start telling everybody how I was from Alabama. I'm from Birmingham originally. And this young lady at one of the front tables is like, "Roll Tide, woo!" And I'm like, I'm Roll Tide, so I'm like, yeah, woo. I know that was coming. It's all good. I strike one. I wanted to do another joke, and I can't remember the joke, but I know I had a specific pause in it for creative effect because the next line fucking hits hard with that pause. And as I paused, it was like one of those fucking goddamn get her done. Fucking Larry the Cable Guy. It was like I paused just for like literally half a second. And she goes, "Woo, Roll Tide!" I was like, "Okay, listen, I warned you. Okay, I'm gonna need you to settle down now. Settle down, okay?" She settles down. Go to do the next joke. She steps on the punchline again. Roll Tide, woo! That's it. I fucking had it. I'm seeing red. I'm seeing crimson. Okay, crimson fucking tide goes through my head. I look at her. I was like, listen, I warned you twice. I go, and this is what I did last night. I was like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, you guys, are you enjoying the show? Yeah, yeah. Did you want to? You enjoying me? Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, if you want to stop being interrupted, can you guys, everybody, just look at those people and mobilize it? Look at that one girl right there. 299 people. Look at that girl right there, and on a count of 3, I want you to tell her to shut the fuck up. And literally, I go 1, 2. When I get to 3, it was like a choir of angels, like shut the fuck up. It was great. It was great. I just sat down. I was like, oh my god, I love you guys. And I did that last night too. And then this lady and her friend, they left the bar. not the bar area. They left the bar, the side of the bar where we were at, and proceeded to go over to the other side of the bar where the owner was sitting. Unbeknownst to me, I guess they're frequent flyers there. They're regulars, and they go and talk to the owner. Uh, and like I said, I'm not going to name the name of the restaurant, but this is bullshit because the owner gets pissed off at us, at the comedians, for trying to do our job and telling people and trying to keep it quiet. And he wasn't even in the room. He's been on the other fucking side all goddamn night. And he's going to sit there and fucking judge what we're doing. We're doing our job. And I'm like, sir, you're doing your job. We're doing our job. You're making food and running your restaurant. And we're trying to make your patrons laugh. I go, but I couldn't do that with your regulars fucking not shutting up. So bottom line is that the owner doesn't have the producer, the booker guy, friend of mine, doesn't have his back. Doesn't have any of the comics backs. And legitimately is like pissed at me and the booker saying, I said, we're not going to do comedy anymore. Really? You let two fucking assholes ruin a good thing for the rest of the 40 people that were fucking there? That's not good business sense, bro. It's not good business sense at all, man. It's like, it would be like if somebody came in and robbed a bank and the bank manager got pissed at you for as a teller, for putting a dye pack in the bag, and then it blows up and gets because he knew the robber and it got dye all over his face. Now he's pissed at you because you ruined the robber's suit. I mean, I don't know about the analogy, but that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make fucking sense, man. And they've been doing the comedy shows for a while there, like a few months since whatever. They're doing it twice a month, bi-weekly, and now, because of me apparently, they're only going to do it like fucking once a month. Now, when I found out, because when I came off stage, I didn't know anything about this, and I come out there and I'm like, oh shit, I'm going out to have a smoke. I was drained. I put everything into that show. I put everything into that set. And so, you get tired, you get drained. I go out and have a cigarette, whatever, have a drink. And then the producer's like, dude, bro, we got to talk to you got to come in and talk to them. You got to apologize to the owner. I'm like, for fucking what? He's like, because, dude, he's like, I don't think you did anything wrong, but he's worried, and he's, these ladies are regulars, and da-da-da-da. I was like, listen, I'll apologize to the ladies, and then I'll go talk to the owner. So I walked up to the ladies. I was like, ladies, listen, I want to apologize. Now, here were my chosen words. I want to apologize if I offended you. I didn't apologize for what I said. I didn't apologize for what I did. I apologized. I placated them, for lack of better terms. I said, I'm sorry that you were fucking offended by nothing. Because the one lady sitting there telling me that I got personal. Really? Did I get personal? Because A, I didn't know your name. B, yeah, I mean, judge a book by its cover. You're a lesbian, okay? I didn't go there. I didn't say anything about her gender or her sex or her. All I said was, hey, shut up. And she says she's like, well, you should have just kept going on. I was like, I was trying to. You were fucking. I didn't say that because I was like, how did I make it personal? And her thought was, because you called us out. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You're yelling over me. I'm on a microphone, and every time I try to talk over you and your girl's getting louder. So it's like, I had to call you out, because otherwise I was going to lose my voice, and God, I would have prayed for you to lose your fucking voice. But I apologized to him, and she accepted the apology and was like, hey, I said, listen, the last thing I want to do is have anybody have a bad time tonight, but it's like, I was just up there trying to do my job, and I couldn't do it to the best of my ability because of the distraction. So I apologize, if I offended you. I apologize if I upset you. I apologize if you had a bad time. I'm not sorry for what I said. Not sorry for what I did or what I'll do it again. I would do it again. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the rest of the audience fucking love me for it. I mean, I came up. Dude, I had so many people come to me after shows like, dude, that was fucking awesome. You were great. That like oh man, we wanted them to shut up from the minute we walked in before the show ever started. So here's the thing. I'm gonna leave with this. Here's the dumb opinion of Duncan. Um, if you go out to a comedy show, it doesn't matter if you sit in the front row or the back row. Okay, keep your table conversations to a minimum, or at least keep the volume down to a minimum. And if you can't, walk outside. Go somewhere else. Because the reality is if you see and hear everybody else laughing, that comic is doing his job or her job. That comic is in the moment, doing whatever, and you talking over them fucks up his thought process and how the audience receives the information that he's sharing. You see? So, if you're out there listening and you've never been to a comedy show, shut the fuck up. Seriously. Shut your mouth for a fucking minute, 30 minutes, whatever it is, okay? Unless the comic's talking to you. Like if you're sitting there talking over him and and then he addresses you, don't ignore him or her. Don't do that. Don't do that because it just infuriates people, man. I felt like a substitute teacher last night, and I was talking to a fucking idiot ass kid that had a vendetta against all fucking, fuck you, you're the patriarchy or whatever. Anyways, bottom line is, if you're not going to talk in the middle of a play on Broadway, if you're not going to talk to the preacher while he's doing his sermon, don't talk to me while I'm on stage.